Hey YouTube! So we're here to talk a bit more about the Sambo visa. So moving to your partner in Sweden. This is my wife Frida, my beautiful wife, who I spoke a bit about in the last video.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk to you a bit more Frida's side, my side, both of our sides of the visa process. So I'll give the floor to Frida to start.
I don't really know where to start.
Okay, I'll start then.
Thank you.
So we're finally together, which is,
We are.
it's amazing.
It's so amazing. And this whole process is awful, and so awful that
Yeah.
laws get to decide whether we be together or not. It's not our choice.
Yeah.
It's,
Her having to be in Sweden and me not being allowed to. It's
it's really awful, and
I think it destroys families.
it does, because the thing is as well, like, missing each other that much, like, it's hard to work, it's hard to stay focused and work, and then also knowing that if I don't work, then I'm not going to meet the maintenance requirements.
Yeah.
So I have to work, and
Yeah. So for Frida, like, the biggest problem was that, like, knowing that she needs to not focus on it because she has to work.
Yeah.
And for me, because I couldn't work.
That was all you could focus on.
It was all I could focus on. So every conversation, I just wanted to talk about the visa, and every conversation, she just wanted to not think about it.
Yeah, I sort of had to think that, or just force myself to accept that there's nothing we can do about it, and like pretty much all I can do about it is work and make sure that I reach the maintenance requirements. And
Yeah.
because
And she did.
really out of our hands. I did, yeah.
And
yeah. Also take care of our puppy over there.
yeah, so we told you, well, I told you before, we made a stupid decision and we got a puppy. I mean, we love puppies.
She's lovely. She's the best. She's the best puppy. But yeah, she can't be alone. And that was a problem. And that was also stressful because a neighbor came and said that she was barking when she was on her own and that he was going to go to the landlord. And then I was also scared, like, oh, I have to work, but I can't leave her alone because then this neighbor might get us evicted. And then we don't meet maintenance requirements. And
so yeah, then we would be fucked.
Yeah, pretty
basically.
much.
Yeah, and as well, like, you were a bit scared, like, sick days might look bad on the payslip, like, providing to Migrationsverket, you know, like, yeah.
And I have been sick quite a lot because I work with kids.
So that happens.
Get sick.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of stresses.
Definitely. And it's still doesn't feel real.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel real.
Even though I'm here, it's like, it's almost like I'm just visiting for a bit and then I'm gonna be kicked out again.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Yeah. It really still doesn't feel real.
Yeah. What the fuck is exactly right? I can't believe it.
I can't believe it either.
I was just washing dishes and Frida called me and she said, guess who just called me?
It was so crazy. I was on the bus to work and I was dropping off Alpaca, our dog, to a family that takes care of her when I'm working, and like I was just getting off the bus and the caseworker called, and I mean, she said that, I mean, there's no proof that we don't have proof that our emails worked, but she did say that because we had been so anxious and eager to like, we've sent a lot of emails, like that's the reason she called and told us the decision. Like she said that several times, that she normally doesn't call to tell you the decision, but because we had seemed so eager and anxious, she wanted to, she thought it might be nice for us to know right away.
And it's really nice because, I mean, we got the email saying, you know, like, a decision was made, and we actually received the decision in mail today. Yeah, we got it to our address in Sweden.
Yeah.
Which was also really exciting. Even though we've seen it in the email, it's still really nice to receive in mail.
Yeah. I can't believe we have it.
Me too. And yeah.
But yeah, it is bittersweet because I mean, yeah, we have friends who are going through the same thing, and this whole thing is so horrible. Like,
yeah. And we are really, really thinking of all of you going through this right now, because, hey, it fucking sucks.
it does.
It tears families apart.
Yeah, and the thing is, it is so different. It's different from other types of long distance relationship. I mean, I would say I would say all long distance relationships are always hard.
Yeah.
But most of the time, that would still be
a choice. Like I remember like people telling me, for example, oh, it's okay, I spent 3 months in so and so and it was hard, and it's like, well, yeah, you chose that.
Yeah, like, do that for a career, for like.
Yeah, that was a choice.
Yeah.
This is not a choice. This has
not been a choice. Like, all we want is to spend like every waking moment together, pretty much.
Yeah, so
like, yeah, before we had to be apart for this process, we worked at the same job.
We were traveling Australia together, and
we lived together, we worked together, we
slept together, ate together.
Yeah, like, this was a big shock.
It was a bit of a change. Yeah. The longest time we were apart was it was 6 weeks. Just like when Frida initially went to Australia, and I was still in Sweden before, like when we just started dating.
Yeah, and that was in the very beginning of our relationship, and we also hadn't lived together before that. And then you came to Australia, and we met up, and then we spent every moment of like together 24/7.
But yeah, like
for a year, more than a year.
Yeah. But yeah. So even those 6 weeks, they were terrible. They
were awful. But that was also different. I mean, because we did that too. But that was different in the sense that, like, I had booked my ticket already. Like, we knew that I was going from when we started dating.
Yeah.
And then you booked your ticket, and it's like, okay, well, yeah. It was awful, but it was different.
It was different. I mean, the thing is as well, like, we were newly dating. It wasn't... I mean, we weren't married. Let's put it that way. Yes. We weren't like planning to. I mean, like, I want to be with you definitely, but we hadn't even discussed like whether we wanted to have kids or like what our futures would be or anything like that. So it was very fresh in the relationship. But then after like living together, working together, sleeping together for all that time, and then and then getting married, and then like setting up our home in Sweden and all of this visa stuff. I feel like even though we're really lucky, I didn't feel very lucky during all this week. No.
I mean, I feel lucky in the way that this could have gone on for so much longer.
But we didn't feel lucky.
No,
it felt like torture.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's just forcing us apart.
Yeah, and I really hope for like those of you still going through this that you get answers soon. But just make sure the maintenance requirements are, because that's a big one. Like, don't try and cheat the maintenance requirements, because you're gonna get denied.
Yeah, there's no way around it.
No, you're gonna get denied.
Yeah.
So
yeah, there's really no way around it. And I mean, because we didn't have an interview, and I feel like because of the maintenance requirements, an interview is not as important anymore, and that's the new
Law, the new.
yeah, or like the new thing that the caseworkers are supposed to go on, that like it's not as important with an interview. But I mean, the interview is to prove the relationship, and we sent in a very detailed timeline of our relationship with photos and screenshots, and
So it was like a 8-page or so PDF with absolute dates and timelines of absolutely everything, photo proof of every single moment of our relationship.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. Screenshots of text messages, photos, like everything.
yeah.
And as well, like a bank statement from our mutual bank account. I don't even know if it counted, but I just sent it anyway.
That's for you.
You gonna hold it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if your arm's getting tired.
My arm is getting a little tired. Thank you. And I want to chip.
Yeah, because I mean, so a friend of mine works at MV, but she works with the asylum seekers. But she told me that they had like lecture days or whatever when they go through the new rules and everything. And she told me about, but I mean that's obviously not always the case. But she told me that the interview is for when you apply for permanent residency, and that like when you apply for temporary residency, that's only to like you only need to meet the maintenance requirements.
Which is, I guess, is why I got temporary residency, not permanent.
No, I mean we got temporary because we've been together for less than 2 years. That's why we got temporary.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
This is getting very long.
Yeah, it was good. I feel like we need to give a cheers to our folks in the group.
Cheers.
And skål and salut and whatever your local languages are. And we hope you can,
Oops, shit. Fuck.
Oh, good.
I got chips on my hands, they're slippery. Yeah.
To everyone going through this,
Yeah.
keep fighting.
Keep fighting.
Keep fighting.
When it finally happens, that's the best feeling. Yeah, it's a great feeling.
It's a high.
It's worth everything. It's worth every second. It's worth
all the crying.
It's worth all the crying. It's worth all the money we spent on flight tickets across the world.
Airbnbs. Fucking.
It is worth everything. No doubt.
I got my residency card for Denmark 1 week before I got the visa.
We spent so much
We
money
spent
for you to get
so much money to get the residency card. I don't even want to think about the money we spent with this whole bullshit.
No, we've spent so much money. The thing is, that wasn't the reason for us choosing Sweden over Australia, but we were thinking like, oh, like Sweden is so much cheaper, like the Australian one is so expensive. But the thing is, you get to wait together in Australia, so it wouldn't have been as expensive.
You get a bridging visa. Yeah.
Oh my god, we've spent so much money.
Like we probably spent the amount to apply for the Australian partnership visa.
Almost. I don't think really.
Maybe not. Yeah, because in flights, but. Yeah, maybe not quite as much.
No.
But I feel like if we had applied for... Yeah, I mean, I want to live in Sweden.
Yeah.
I want to live in Sweden. I want us to have our family in Sweden. So there's no question about that. But I'm just so happy we have it.
Yeah, me too.
Good luck to you all.
Good luck. Cheers.
Skål.
Skål.